up in a very family-oriented family. My family was very close-knit before my great-grandparents died, so I'm very big on family. Mo has an aunt here who I'm very close to and holds a very special place in my heart. When Makai was first born, she helped me out so much. Anytime I ever needed her, she was there. So she's she has a pinning ceremony for nursing school or nursing program. So I'm going to go to that tonight. And then I'll go back home and study. And my whole point of coming on was to say, like, those people who step up in your life and who are there, you need to actively make a way to be there for them as well. Like, even if it's the little things like showing up for a pinning ceremony, or maybe it's a birthday dinner, or whatever it may be, like, you don't know how much the small things mean to people. Like, I didn't even think to go to my undergraduate graduation because I was like, I have no support system. I have no one who's going to show up and be there for me, because since the death of my grandparents, my family is not close at all. I don't even think my family would come to my wedding if I had one. So, but we all still love each other. It's just, I live 16 hours away from everybody. I think I'd be much closer. If I still lived in St. Louis, I'd probably be a lot closer with my cousins, Erica and Patrice and Chrissy. But because I live 16 hours away, I still communicate with them. But we're not how it was like back in the day. Like, my family would have huge Thanksgivings, huge Christmases. Like, we were all like one band, one sound. That's how I felt that we were. But like, now everybody's like kind of spread out, has their own families, and I know that's what happens. Like, you grow up, you have your own families, but I definitely try to stay in contact with everybody and touch bases. So that's that. Good afternoon, happy Sunday. Say happy Sunday. I don't think the lighting is good. Lighting, oh, it's better this way. Duh.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, so we're at Snooze. This is his first time trying Snooze. This is my third time. I was watching his tablet. It's so refreshing when the child decides to sit on the dad's side and you get to have your meal in peace. So it's life. This is life. My mimosa. I'm drinking alone, which is fine. We did a little shopping because it was an hour and 30-minute wait, but it was well worth it. So when we go out to eat, I always get Makai a little thing of fruit to start his meal. And the reason why I do it is because when you're out to eat and a toddler is cranky and hungry, the best thing to give is fruit. What's the name of the restaurant?
Snooze. You gotta sleep right after you eat it because it's good.
I think this is probably the best breakfast spot in Houston.
Definitely top 3.
I didn't even record. I had got an omelet and it was so bomb. And even though I'm full, I don't feel like stuffed. Like, I don't feel like ill, like that greasy feeling that you usually feel from breakfast. I'm not sure what Makai got into, but it's all over his pants. And we have a flight at 6 a.m. So now I have to wash because those pants were definitely going on this trip. I have to wash, but I promised that I would take him to go see Coco. But I'm the worst person to date ever, like ever. Unless it has to do with Makai, I'm rather late to everything, or even with stuff like Makai's soccer practice, I'm late to that too. So let me not stunt. Then on top of that, like, I only make time for things that have to do with Makai. Like, if they don't have to do with Makai, I don't make time. And if you say like, oh, hey, I want to date you and I want to court you and things like that. And of course, me and his dad, we hang out and we go on dates periodically. And he asked me to go on a date with him and Makai to the movies. So he was like, oh, well, I'll pick you guys up at 4. Well, it's 5 and no sight to be, nowhere to be found. And I'm definitely about taking my child places, especially when I said I was gonna take him. So we are gonna go to the mall, go see this movie. If he shows up, great. If not, cool. I have a really bad bump on my face, but I dyed my hair back black and I'm happy with it. It doesn't have like those, well, it still has like a little bit of brown in it, but barely. So yeah, Whoop. In high school I was made fun of for like not hanging out with the black people at my high school, but the black people at my high school didn't really like me, so I just didn't feel the need to change who I was to fit in with others. I've kind of always done my own thing, been a drummer. What is it? I've drummed to my own beat, whatever it's called. But yeah, so one of my high school classmates reached out to me. She is white, not that that matters, but she reached out to me and was like, hey, I work at DISNEY Land. Would you and your son like to come for free? All day passes, jump lines, everything on me. I'm like, of course, thank you so much. And it just goes to show, like, when you network and you don't let color or boundary lines, you know, stop you from forming friendships or being cool with people, the world is just a great place. So, and that's not to shade anybody who that I went to high school with. We all chose who we wanted to hang out with. My best friend from high school is still my best friend, and she is black. And I just feel like, you know, don't ever judge a book by its cover or not be someone's friend just because of race. And I will be teaching my son the same exact thing. Hi, Makai. So I've concluded that traveling with the toddler has me wanting wine at 5 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, Makai.
Makai.
Makai. You wanna go change your diaper?
Party.
Me and Aunt Christine take on roller coasters. While Makai take his nap. This shall be exciting. Exactly. He's on the baby ride. Time for the big kids rides. We survived. Crazy. Barely though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mama. Seeing him out on the ocean and his reaction to the water was amazing. He even got to the water and said, "Mommy, I want Dory." And he was talking about Dory from Finding Dory. It was so cute. And I also adored seeing him with my uncle and my aunt and just running on the pier and having a really good time living his best life. Got to play soccer with his cousins. Of course, he was the youngest, and towards the end, you'll see he will no longer be the youngest when we go to Cali anymore, which is very exciting. My cousin Rachel is pregnant. I might look a little rough this morning because it is traveling day, and on traveling days I do not wear makeup depending on what time my flight lands. And this flight in particular lands at 11 p.m. Kai, get off of that now. 11 p.m. If you guys are wondering where I have been in Los Angeles.
Hi.
Okay, been in Los Angeles, California,
Mommy.
visiting my family.
A ball.
Yeah, of course. You want orange? My uncle makes all of his pits himself. So this is his pit. And then he has another one over here. All the vlogs from everything, I guess, will go up tomorrow. There's another one here. I'll show you guys. My hair lasted the entire time. So at the end, I just decided to include some of the photos and memories of the trip, and I definitely hope you enjoyed. I realized that the vlog didn't go as planned, but it was really because we were just having so much fun, and I didn't want to ruin that fun by pulling out my phone or my camera to record. So enjoy, please subscribe, and I promise in 2018 I'm going to be consistent with this.